reflection, all I see is me. Still zip them up or lay down, you gotta take me off my feet. It's that time, nigga.
And we, Bizak.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
It's a mini fresh start.
Rio and Deswani proudly brings to you the Black Visionary Podcast. Yo.
Hold on. Hold on, do it again. I know I got some applause in here somewhere. It's been so long. Yeah. There you go.
Black Visionary Podcast. Black Visionary Podcast. New Gifted Visionary.
Episode 49. We almost hit 50, man.
Half of 100.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all haven't made it. A lot of them, you know, big, small, it don't matter. We almost there. You know what I'm saying? How does it make you feel, man?
I don't know
If we almost there. Half a centy.
for the 100 episode, we got to wear onesies.
How about rumpers? You gonna wear a romper for, you said for 100?
Yeah.
All right, for 100, we gotta wear rumpers, man.
Gotta have your unicorn onesie on, man.
Oh, what the hell no?
That joint off, it's gonna have a horn on that joint.
Man, that's what you be doing, man. Freaky Mandela over there.
You could wear if it's a romper, you gotta wear the Mike Myers romper, the auto mechanic boy.
Oh, that's easy.
He said,
I'd rather do that. That ain't nothing, man. I'll do that for Showski, man.
like, I want to buy one of them anyway.
I've been wanting to wear the. I don't like how big they be at the bottom, though, man. I ain't trying to wear no big ass, you know what I'm saying, one piece.
But I used to hate. We used at Trinity. Everybody had them joints on. I'd be like, Dinkelberg.
You want to bust it out.
I'm like,
Pause.
dang, bro.
Pause.
I just never could remember to go get one, or too lazy when I could. I'm like, man.
They need to get with the times, man. A lot of people wear them. No, nobody wear them for fashion, but still, nobody want to wear no big ass outfit. My mic sound awful just in my headphones.
You sound very regular.
I do. Not to me in my headphones. I don't.
You press record.
Yeah. What you trying to say, man? I
Nah,
won't never
that
forget.
one time, bro.
One time, bro.
It
One time.
was one time.
One time. That was like 16. We on 49.
Yeah, that was over a year ago.
Exactly. So let's get down to business to defeat
I knew you were
the Huns.
going there.
Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met. Pack up, go home, you're through. But nah, let's talk about this school shooting. I know, don't act like you ain't been up on it, man, because I know you've been up on it.
Yeah,
So let me know.
it's a tragedy, man.
Cause I'm only asking you, but I brought it up as a topic because they were saying that I think she was transgender, that she was sad that her friend died or killed herself or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't really look up all the details, but then I just think, I'm like, what made you go shoot up a school because your friend died? That don't make sense to me.
Mental health.
That's what they excuse for everything. Everything can't be chalked up to mental health, bro. I don't like that.
I mean, that's what it is.
I don't
bro.
like that, man.
I mean, it ain't. It's not as simple as everything being chalked up to mental health, but it's all of these situations is some form or another of mental health. Like, bro, nobody in their right mind does things like this. Nobody with a sensible and self-awareness goes into a building and say, I'm gonna kill as many people as possible. Nobody does that if you sane.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how mad I've been in my life, I've never woke up and said,
I'm finna go clear this bitch out.
I'm finna go street sweep this. I've never did that. Like, I know, and I'm pretty sure all of the sensible people that I know, for the most part, has never did that. Like, just wake up and I'm finna just go. I mean, it's some of us that be like, that's probably not been mad enough to thought about like the ops. Like, yeah, I'll just go put one on them if I could. But that's not innocent, random.
Yeah.
That's not the same, bro. That's weird.
And that's my problem with all school shootings anyway. Like, he was getting bullied at school. Okay, well, go shoot the people that bullied you. Don't shoot the whole fucking school up. That had nothing to do with that.
Right. But I mean, it ain't even about hurting the people that hurt you. It's about those people be miserable, man. They just be wanting to get their name out there. They wanna blow up overnight, and the easiest way to do it is to shoot up a school, shoot up a mall. They know they're gonna be infamous. They're gonna go down in history forever. Every time we have another one of these, they're gonna bring their name up in the long line of people that's done it in the past. They're gonna show their picture, and that's what I say, man. Sensationalizing school shooters just inspires the next school shooter every time. And then not only that, they take out the time to learn these dudes' names. Like I said before, go into a deep dive. So these dudes don't just become infamous; they also become famous in a way.
They don't do that for the victims.
None of them ever. We don't even learn the victims' names, bro. Like they just put a bunch of pictures up in a collage, and just be like, here they are, the people that died in the event. They don't go into it. You know, they could. Stephanie was planning to be an art major. Her parents said she had a gift. Her dream was to cure cancer. Like, wouldn't I would rather know that and rather know these people who died instead of learning the names.
Here you go. Here's the victims, but here's Johnny, the school shooter.
Yeah,
he was raised by his grandparents out in no. I don't give a fuck about that.
Like, don't even show this man face. If you stop showing these dudes and you stop sensationalizing, people will stop trying to find inspiration and they'll move on. Like they'll figure out the next way to cause havoc. You know, they'll figure out the next way to try to find notoriety. It is not that, but when you give them a whole they give them 6-part documentaries and stuff like that.
What happened to the old days where niggas used to just be like, hey man, I paid you $20, you're gonna beat you up in front of a girl or something. Go stage a rescuing or something, man.
Like, man,
do something.
But it's because, and the only reason the media will never stop doing it is because they like they say, man, don't let a good, like they say, especially the Democrats, don't let a good tragedy go to waste. So, I mean, if they could use it as a talking point to further their agenda, which we all know is anti-guns, because if it was about saving lives, shit would have ended already. If it was truly about saving lives, they would have hardened every school in this country.
Speaking of that, like that's one of my, I thought I had wrote it down, but I didn't, but I'm glad you said that because that just made me remember what I had wrote down about it. It's like, they need to start making schools so accessible. Anybody off the street can just walk into a school.
Facts.
Even if you ain't got, like, of course you got the front office you got to walk through, but if you coming in there to do harm, what they going to do to stop you? Nothing. It's like, man, come on, man. They need to figure a system out for that. They got jobs out here with better security than schools.
It's crazy. They protect government buildings. They protect airports. They protect everything, but they don't protect the kids. Y'all making this way too easy. And then the crazy part is people who think guns should be taken off the street, not the politicians, but regular people who you have these conversations with. Kids shouldn't have to feel like they should go to school in jail. Like, it's either feel like you go to school in jail or die. Like, there's do you want them to actually feel safe or be safe? I mean, what are we talking about here?
And it even got to be like jail. Like, what the fuck they said? Just get security, bit better security at the gates, or like something.
These kids shouldn't have to go to school with metal detectors.
Yes, they should.
They shouldn't. They
in a perfect world, yeah.
They shouldn't, but it's not where we live in. They do. They should. They need to.
People don't like hearing it. The same when they be like if you say women shouldn't wear such and such because of predators. Oh, they should be able to work. Yes, they should. But unfortunately, it's not like that. Black people should be able to go in any neighborhood and chill or walk around if they want to, but they can't. It is what it is. Both got to take precautions. Come on, man. Be realistic. That's not the world we live in.
Black people can't sit up when we get pulled over by the cops and be like, "Fuck you, Officer Lynn." Like we know.
Get your fucking supervisor down here.
Like, we can't do that, so we don't. For the most part, like we already you know what I'm saying. We don't go to Hicktown, Harrison, Arkansas, and walk around with our hands in our pockets with no protection in the middle of the night. We don't do stuff like that. Like, we know the consequences. Like, we know we should be able to. You should be able to, as an American, you should be able to walk anywhere in America, in any neighborhood, and be safe. But that's not the world we live in.
Yep.
But, to the shooting or whatever, man, it's just a tragic situation all the way around. People want to make it seem like because you want guns to protect your family, that, you want to kill kids. Anybody who owns a gun wants to kill children or shoot innocent people. Like, to me, that just speaks to how they see themselves with a gun. They speak to how it's just them projecting.
Yeah, same people that like, I could never have a gun because I know what then you the type of person that you to keep guns from.
Yeah, don't get none. See, you know what you incapable of. But me, there's no way. Excuse me. There's no way I would do anything like that. So I'm gonna own mine.
I just hate that. Where's the good guy with the guns at, bro? Look, man. All right, so you take the guns. You ain't got to worry about that no more because you ain't gonna have one either. We'll just walk up in wherever you at and just shoot that bitch up. Why not?
You know what the crazy part is? Some dude, I think some dude, they was trying to carjack him or whatever this past weekend here in Texas. I can't remember if it was Austin or wherever, but I don't know where it was at, so I ain't gonna say no specific name, directly. But he was they was trying to carjack him, and he took his gun out and killed the person. And everybody's like, "Oh, good on him, good on him. He's do what you got to do. Yeah, that's good for you." But I didn't see not one person say that was a great gun, good gun. Like that gun did the job, boy.
Not like, boy.
Like boy, what kind of gun was that?
Came from?
Like what kind of gun was that? No, nobody said that. They all said congratulations to the guy who defended himself. But insane person or hell, a sane person, whoever, whatever you want to call it, go shoot up a school. See, this is why guns are bad.
Yeah,
like that's very idiotic. But nah, I mean that whole situation, man. That whole situation is just tragic. Like no matter what she did it for, I seen a lot of them comments too. A lot of people talking about, yeah, we need to worry about guns in this country. Stop worrying about the LGBT. Stop worrying about whatever the fuck they was talking about that Republicans worry about voting. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, stop worrying about the LGBT, huh? Yeah.
Why you looking like that?
Yeah, who committed that?
I'm dead, man.
See, but y'all gonna disassociate that one person, and that's how it should be with guns. Like if you're gonna disassociate that one person from the LGBTQ, then you should also be able to disassociate this situation from gun owners. It's not a just like that person is not a reflection of homosexuality in its entirety or whatever. That one person doing that bad thing with a gun is not a reflection of gun ownership. It just don't make sense for you to have to try to pull those two things together or whatever.
They do that with black people too. When a black person do something, it's the whole race. But whenever it's a white person do something, it ain't never the whole race. It's just that one white guy. They love to do that. Just group everybody up, but then when it comes to them, oh, that's just him. We don't claim that. We don't. Oh, okay. Come on, man. Make it make sense.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm seeing a shift though. Like I gotta give credit to our community, man. Black people is making a huge within the last 2-3 years, man. I've been complaining a lot about how we don't separate ourselves and look at ourselves as a monolith. Like when it comes to guns, black people, I'm not seeing so many people, dude. I was debating with people almost every incident, almost every situation. During this situation, a lot of black people was like, man, this is why I gotta go buy a gun, man. And I was like saying stuff in the comments or whatever, talking to people on different Reddits and Instagrams and shit. And they was just like, yeah, bro, I understand what you're saying, bro. Like it was a dude that I talked to a year ago. It's crazy because I seen his name pop up again. I said, oh yeah, you got a whole different perspective. He said, yeah,
you
man.
mans in them.
He said, yeah, man. He said, I remember you, bro. You live and you learn. You was right, bro. Like, oh man, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate people, the growth.
Taught him everything, y'all.
Because, I mean, that's just the truth, man. Like, it's hard as hell. It's hard as hell for black people in America anyway. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. This still the best country for black people to live in, but it's still not easy. You know what I'm saying? We still got to worry about stuff like that. But being a black person in this country, owning a gun is very important, man. Like, it's so important because, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you believe or not the police is out to get you or whatever the case is, regardless if you feel that way or if you don't, the reality still stands. You got to be prepared to protect yourself and the people you love first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely proud of, you know what I'm saying, the change that I'm seeing because she was a little sad reading that shit, man. Like, yeah, we got to get rid of these joints, man. I'm like,
probably because they only think about their own communities and stuff. So I mean, I understand it, but then again, to make the people that's law-abiding citizens that's shooting up the hoods.
Yeah, I think it was a lack of knowledge of guns in general. Like the black people had, like, besides the stereotypes, a black person with a gun is a bad guy automatically. It's black people's relationship with guns is always 10 steps behind. We see black people with guns on TV and movies. They're gangsters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Rappers. type shit. Like instead of seeing them as responsible gun owners.
She had to do that yesterday at the baseball game.
What?
She was like, I think her son was like 7 or 8. She like, you think I should teach my son about guns and how to shoot? I was like, yeah, teach him early as you can. I said that way when he grew up, he don't got no I forgot what you guys said. Or whatever. Like he know
he don't got no curiosity.
that and all that. Cause I was like, she was like, well, he know not to touch it. I said, yeah, but what if that one time that he may need to, whether he, no matter how young he is, he might just need to do it that one time. He'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Because, of course, nobody wants a gun and then hope to use it. You know what I'm saying?
And that be the situation where every time you look up and you do see like a kid be done shot their parents or, shot somebody they weren't supposed to. Like usually accidents like that happen because
they don't know
no better. You know what I'm saying? They just see a gun and they see TV, they see a movie and they pick up a gun and go, look, mom, pew, pew, pew. Yeah. And actually kill them. Like it's because they automatically gonna have that curiosity and they don't know how dangerous the situation or the gun is in the first place. So if you take that curiosity and be like, all right, you're never supposed to point this at nobody. You're never supposed to do this type of thing. You're never supposed to do that type of thing. But you actually let them see it, you know what I'm saying? Not only are you eliminating the natural curiosity, but they friends or whatever, like, join this gang and you'll get to play with guns every day. They'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a terrible pitch. I was going like,
that's what they do. That's the crazy
hey, I
part.
hate this. Hey, but I was finna say though, like on top of that, you know how they used to have like the hey, play with guns every day.
You get to have one of these. They do that.
No, I was finna say, you know how they used to have like the anti-drug guns, like, oh, this is your brain on drugs. They do something like that for guns, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like, don't use guns, but like, this is the situation you could do if you know what I'm saying, fuck around with guns that you're not supposed to like.
Yeah, you leave it to the liberals. They be like, this is a gun. This is you with a gun, and then show a picture of you killing your parent by accident or some shit. They're tainted, bro.
Like, gun education.
I've come to realize, man, as trash as the Republicans are, bro. Like liberals run the world.
Who run the world?
Liberals for sure run America. Like everything is it's popular to be liberal in America today. I mean, it wasn't always that way, but it's super popular or whatever, man. And it's trash. It's trash. Like people should definitely be, man, just be a fence rider. Sit on the fence. Be like, hey, look over here. Be like, hey, that's a good choice. Hey, that's a good choice. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look on both ways. But this whole idea, man, y'all fucking just the school's liberal. The teachers is liberal. Like the shit they allow on social media is liberal. Like everything is one-sided as fuck. Like this shit is fucking disgusting, bro. I don't know, man. I don't want to go off into politics too hard right now. But
all right, man. Give me your top 5 sources of politics. I need to get into politics, man. I don't know how to start, man. Give me some pointers.
I mean, really, you just start off with the basics.
All right, bet. All right, there we go.
Start off with your CNNs, with your MSNBCs and your Fox, but you got to watch them both though.
I mean, I know to get both sides and see which, you know what I'm saying.
You got to watch them both though. You can't
trying to skew the facts and who's not, you know what I'm saying?
And then, you know what I'm saying, the best way to get into politics is you got to, like, a lot of people who do want to get into politics, they go into it now. And then if you go into it now, you got to start off with somewhere I know you probably struggle with. It's like history. Go into the history of politics and stuff.
I almost fell asleep just now just thinking about that. Sheesh.
But it's actually interesting. It's like, I mean, you could get it from Bert. You could get it from that shit you already watched anyway.
What I watch already?
Like infographics. You know what I'm saying? Like basically the little dudes or whatever that do that type of like oversimplified. Them type of people or whatever.
Just trying to call me slow, y'all.
No, oversimplified. I watched shit out Oversimplified. Shout out Oversimplified.
Oh, that's a channel?
YouTube channel. Hell
I thought you told
No, it's a YouTube channel. They basically like take stick characters and then show you like historical events based around actual things that happen, but they do it in like a comedic fashion or whatever. Yeah. And so you learn a lot of politics, like basic level politics through there. And then Mr. Beat, he a good, you know what I'm saying, dude. He keep it, huh?
See, I tried to listen to a podcast called Gary Mandarin. But it was working at the one spot. And it was like
we was working at Cummy's Lookout.
Yeah, and it was like well, on this episode we're gonna discuss. I was like, no, I'm not listening to this shit.
Nah. See, I used to watch like stuff like that. Now I can listen to a podcast like on this episode. Like I can do it now, but it'd still be more of a task. I know somebody who don't even like history would be like, oh hell nah. But Mr. B, like he kind of make it interesting with his sarcasm and stuff. Like when he talk about the presidents or whatever, he be like, instead of just being like, and President Woodrow Wilson died of, he be like, and he just kicked a bucket. Like I'd be like, damn, he just straight blunt with it or whatever. What?
Rios Paulus.
My history, I ain't gonna do one of them.
Why not? Do just short.
Maybe one day.
Just shorts, man.
Maybe one day.
Little minute, little juts.
The only problem with that is, man, you want to be as accurate as possible with history. You gotta do hella research for like even a short.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You ain't got nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. Or just do politics. Little quick updates here and there.
No, I don't think so. I got stuff that I want to do, but it ain't history,
Bruh. Nobody want to see you cook Juicy Lucy's.
Bruh, no, you should do a cooking thingy. Like you done got off in the cooking in the past.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
Like, you done got off in the cooking. I can cook, but I hate that shit.
I'm a black cook. I can't do that shit.
Why? Because you ain't gonna be like, and add a fourth of a teaspoon of a cup of a measuring of a pinch.
Look here, man. Ball work. I am not you jerk. Hating on me and make your situation worse. You don't want to take a ride in that long black hearse, hood nigga. And I keep.
You gonna be like, yeah, put some of this in there until you like it, and then stop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Look, pour right there. That look like it's enough. That's enough. You know what I'm saying. Then you want to rub it in a little bit. Then you want to flip it. You know. Because I got to cook some pork chops later on. You know what I'm saying? You eat pork chops?
Nah. I'm trying not to stop eating pork, man.
And that shit don't even matter, bro. I'm going to let you know that right now, man.
I know.
But I ain't talking about them little thin zones. You got to get like
pork,
at least.
I've learned that pork got excess fat on it. Only thing in pork I really eat like consistently in today's time is bacon.
Man, I just seen you eat a pepperoni pizza the other day. Snitched. Look at him, man. Told on him.
Like, you ain't seen me eat nothing in ages.
Oh yeah, so
some candy, some double white chocolates.
What is that?
A Hershey's boy.
Why you call it double white?
Oh no,
I'm so like, hold on.
He said, wait, hold on. They make white chocolate chips inside of chocolate.
Double white, like that shit sound like it'd be good. What the fuck? Yeah, let me see what it is.
Hey, they do they put that little melted white chocolate inside them Godavas or whatever they call it.
Hey, matter of, what you got to do after this?
I don't know.
Man,
I don't think it's nothing for real.
It's this place, bro, on Main Street. It's a candy shop. Oh, man. Not the candy shop with all the candy, but like it's a chocolate shop. They make chocolate homemade turtles, all this other stuff. Bro, it smells so good in there, man. Oh man. Oh no.
I take you to the candy shop. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so back onto it's actually not even the same school shooter topic shit, but like onto the same as far as flexing for the internet. So this dude, it was trending on Twitter or whatever. Dude, somebody broke in and tried to rob him, right? I ain't got all the facts. I don't really care about the story, but it's just the point of the gist. Somebody broke in the house. His girl killed the dude. Accidentally shot him in the process. Months later, he goes to that same spot with the blood on there, flexing and all this. Oh, I'm flexing. Look at me. Killed the nigga an hour later.
Who?
Some rapper from Houston, BTB Savage or some shit. So I just said to say, like, bro, why do people got to flex for the internet all the time? Like, flexing for the internet is one of the leading causes of Black death. Do you agree with that? I just made that up, but it just seems like it'd be true.
No, it'd probably be sickle cell.
Hey, shout out to everybody with sickle cell, man. You know what I'm saying? It runs in the fam, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
I think it skipped me, but my kids probably more likely to have it. But yeah, so I don't understand that, man. Like if your girl,
oh yeah, that and cystic fibrosis, yeah, that's tough too for Black people.
Well, you know what y'all can to do? You know what? We're not gonna get back into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You already know what I was finna say. I was gonna be my calf sandwich. But anyways, yeah, man, like I don't understand why they be. If you in the streets, I would think, you know what? I'm not gonna post nothing. I'm not gonna post a location, or if I'm already left, you know what I'm saying?
I really don't. I mean, I just don't understand like clout in general today. But like, I don't know, man. People don't think like I don't know.
That's their problem. They don't think. That's the
like,
problem.
People don't think like, man, I could probably go here and get killed.
I'm gonna go anyway.
Like they this is not what's happening. They not thinking about it. Like I'm pretty sure the number is borderline 0, if not 0. Like there's no way.
Brain cells? What?
Huh?
Brain cells?
No, I'm talking about as far as the probability that they think before they do stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Slim to none.
like I mean, it's real low.
Especially in that situation, like, bruh, if you didn't even do the shooting, your girl did. Why are you going back to that place to flex and basically brag? He even did an interview with DJ Vlad, and he was like, "Oh, you don't think the people will come back or whatever?" He said, "Yeah, I don't. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure he was somebody's love win and all this. I'm pretty sure they would try to get back. Well, then why are you still there? That's stupid. You knew that was gonna happen more than likely. Come on, man. I swear, I don't want to say a lot of street niggas don't got common sense, man.
Yeah, it's true. Like it's true. I mean, if I don't know, maybe their reputation or the look. I mean, I guess it's kind of integral to their personal business or whatever that they trying to, achieve. They need the clout, the street status, and all that. But at the same time, bro, you can at least you could, I don't know, man, like manufacture it a little bit.
That's what I'll be saying. But like they say already, like if you from the streets, you already stamped when you get into the music. You don't gotta do that no more. You ain't gotta go pretend. You ain't gotta do shit. Your reputation speaks for itself.
Or do like T Grizzly, man. Just start all you need is the initial clout, man. You can go into different branches of.
That's what I'm saying. The reputation speaks for themselves. They don't gotta do that shit no more. And even if you do want to go back and post a picture like that, do it. Give it a good 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? You gone already. You ain't gotta worry about it. And don't be. That's the main thing.
Or do what 6ix9ine was doing before he stopped giving a fuck about living.
What?
Start going places but having security.
That too.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got security. Like, he was going to dangerous places or whatever, but he was also making sure. He didn't show him on camera, obviously, but he was going there with security or whatever, doing the little stupid shit he was doing and then leaving. And then posting the video like, "Oh, I'm here right now, la la la," even though he clearly wasn't. And like, a few times he got videotape showing that he recorded it hours ago, and then other times he was like, "Yeah, but his security." But even then, he still got smart about it because then he started posting with the security, like dancing in a puddle of water or whatever.
Yeah,
like
seen that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and if you ain't want to go that far with it with security, don't drive a fucking Mercedes Benz to the hood. Like, come on,
you're
bro.
already drawing attention to yourself.
Right. They know that's you, fool. Come on, man. Like, you just don't care at that point. Get a nondescript ass. Get one of them Tahoes motherfuckers be driving in his own.
I think a lot of them dudes, man, they be feeling invincible. Like, truly invincible. Like, they feel like, man, ain't nothing happened to me in all this time. You know what I'm saying? I escaped death.
I got shot 6 times.
Like, man, I'm going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going to go till it's your time to go. And they don't be thinking like, nah, people go early all the time, my guy. Like this myth that you don't go until it's your time, bruh.
And your time was to go early.
Yes.
It was your time.
Like you made it early. You can't die until it's time for you to die. Yeah, I can make that faster. The other dudes in the streets can make that faster. Like, you can't get killed at a roller coaster if you don't go to the amusement park. Okay, I mean, like, but that's the same thing we said about earlier about women and stuff too. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, that's just one thing. Like, I mean, what's crazy to me? Like, I think a comedian said this, and I don't know which one, but it made perfect sense. It might have been Andrew Schultz.
This morning.
But a lot of women watch like murder mystery documentaries or whatever.
I'm not a woman, but that's me.
And still go and do the same shit that they just witnessed get 80 motherfuckers killed. Like, I'm gonna go jog in the park at 2:00 in the morning. Like, what? What are you doing?
That's so true that I think about it. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You just watched 80 people get killed in the same in a park at night.
Back to what we saying. Woman was kidnapped from the gas station. You go to that same gas station lacking just like she was.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get out and just go at night. You can't go in the morning.
You know they be having that ain't nobody gonna mess with me. I don't care. You know they know who I am. I'll be yelling at a lot of people yell.
What are the chances? That's what they be thinking. Like, it's the same thing. Like you just don't know. Hey, it ain't my time. Like, no, it might be
until it's your time. Yeah,
it might be. Like, I think they feel like it's like we said with all the how we think about shit before it happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just don't think about stuff like that. Or as we was told, by people after the last time we talked about this on the podcast. Some people in the comments, some people in real life, we don't want to walk around thinking like that because we always be paranoid. Yeah.
You should be paranoid.
You should be paranoid. We always paranoid.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think I'm thinking about who might walk up in this joint and shoot this bitch up for no reason? Are you like, what if you just go to the post office to send out a package? Some dude might be mad at the coworkers in the building. Like when I go to a gas station, that's the only thing on my mind. I'm going to get the shit that I'm going to get, but I'm just like, bro, what if somebody come in here?
That'd be the worst, especially the government buildings when you can't have your own gun in there.
Yes. I'm like, what if somebody comes in here? It might have to go down today. Like, I'm looking around the room like,
Hey, hold on. Hey, speaking of that, when I was talking to that woman yesterday, I was like, man, sometimes I leave my gun. I'll be like, man, I hope this ain't the day. This the day that some shit gonna go down. I'm like, no, I'll try to make sure I have my gun. Whether I'm going to the car just to go get some out there, go to the trash, I don't care.
I take that junk everywhere.
She said, I bet you be feeling naked with that. I said, yep. I'm
Yeah.
like, man.
Hell yeah, I know I do. I'm like, bruh. And then I be like, man, because I can't call. I can't call Swan. If I be like, hey, bruh, stay on the phone with me. You scared somebody gonna take that bussy? That's what it is. I'll be like, I am scared. I don't know. I don't know if they have the money or the pussy, bro. I don't know. They
Hey, that's stupid. I wouldn't say no shit like that.
You have.
Nigga win. Don't win.
I can't think of the name of that joint used to live at Bedford. I said, bro, I'm gonna take out the trash when I leave. He was like, yeah, you just watch out for that pussy. I was like, oh God. I was parked over there by the dump. I'm like, damn, he right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe I should take my fire this time.
Like one of my coworkers was like, me and him was talking here recently or whatever, and he a younger dude, like he like 23 or whatever. And he was like, I said, yeah, bro, men got it hard, man. We say women got it hard, but men have it like extremely hard. We the number one lead, we the number one call. I mean, we die more in suicides. Like more men in this country get raped than women. He was like, what? I said, yeah. He was like, bruh, ain't no way. That's not true. I said, no, it very much is true. He like, bruh, how? I said, see, you're thinking about it the wrong way. It's dudes raping. He was like, I said, yeah, you think it's a pack of cheerleaders running around raping dudes? Nah, it's other dudes. Like, yeah, more dudes get raped in this country than women. It's tragic, but a lot of pussies get taken every day.
Stop it, man. Stop that.
It's a scary world, man.
So, all right. So they say they pull up on you. Give me the money or the pussy. Which one you giving up?
It's a couple bullets. He like, you want the 8, you want the 380 or the 9. And if I'm going to work or the gym, you want the 45?
No.
Yeah, yes, I take specific guns going.
No,
to
they got
places.
they got the drop on you, man. You got to pick one.
Nah, they drop on me to go get dropped down. I'm not. No.
Get out the car. You can either give the car up or you can get that thing up.
Get that thing up is crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly. So, but you keep your car.
Get out the car and get that thing up. It'll be like that dude in Houston, San Antonio.
Oh man, what happened in Houston, San Antonio?
I just told you he killed the dude trying to carjack him. Like,
but they got the drop on you though.
They
man.
had to drop on him too. As soon as he
No.
opened the door to get out the car and they go peek, 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 shit was over with. Bruh, hey.
He trying to skate around the bush.
I am. That's the whole point of having a gun. If I was gonna give it up freely, I wouldn't carry it. like they said in that like they said in that dare program, my mind is mine. Nah, my bus is mine. Yeah, I'm keeping that joint. That's me.
Stop it, man.
No, you stop it. They should stop it.
I just asked the question, bro. It's a scenario, man. All right. Let's move adjacent to another violent situation. All right. I'm going to hit this one real quick. Pause. So let's just say you live next door to somebody, right? You hear them getting beat down, beat on, help. What do you do?
Turn the music up.
That's the way I ask, because a lot of people say they gonna mind their business, but I was listening to a crime documentary where this woman was screaming for help, and he ended up killing her. But the neighbor was like, "Yeah, I was just minding my own business." And they were like, and I was reading some of the comments. The woman was like, the same thing was happening to her, but she ended up running out butt naked in the snow or whatever. And she later asked the neighbor if he heard what was going on. He was like, "Yeah, but I was just minding my business. I ain't want to get involved." And then she said he started flirting with her or whatever. She said, man, one anonymous call could have saved my life that night. So that's why I asked, what would you do in that situation? You mind your business, or you like, fuck it, I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm definitely not gonna go knock on the door.
Yeah, I ain't doing it either.
Like, I'll call the police or whatever. I wouldn't, I give them my address, but I'm like, they next door. Don't
don't knock on my door.
Don't knock on my door. I don't want to be involved. I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to help y'all do your job.
Hey, when I was thinking about that, I thought about you ever been driving somewhere? You be like, man, that look suspicious in the next car over or something like that, or somebody you robbing somebody like, hey, it look like somebody in there like they in trouble and nobody ever say anything. Have you ever had a lot of them? I had about 3 or 4 of those kind of situations.
Yeah, I done had like, we went to the bowling alley one year and it was this like old dude, like he was real old, and everybody was like, y'all need to cut it out, because we was like, bro, nah, he taking her, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was walking her to the car or whatever. She was like she wanted to scream or something like that. It just was so awkward. And he was in a gas station one time, and this dude was like nudging her. Come on, where are you doing? Come on. I'm just like,
yeah, suspicious. Hold on, I got you.
That is so suspicious.
But you don't want to be that dude. Hey, wait. Hey, that's my dad.
Just like, hey, what's going on over there?
What is this?
That
That is so suspicious.
Yeah, I definitely have seen that situation. I didn't even know the bowling alley situation. It was brought to my attention, and then we was like, yeah, that looked awkward. But I was in the gas station by myself. Like, I'm like, bro, she looked like she had to change of clothes in like 3 days. I'm like, bro,
hey, I might have to start reporting them like them old white women do. They be solving all kind of crimes.
Yeah, that looks suspicious.
They call the police in a minute. Yeah, the license plate number is. I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's all I could do. Just give a little license plate number up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The reason why I call the police is completely selfish.
What?
Because I don't want nobody shooting me through the wall. That's how a lot of innocent bystanders die living next door in apartments and stuff like that. Like, if you live somebody through the wall and a boyfriend trying to forcibly do stuff to him, and they pull out the gun from the side table drawer, it might overpenetrate.
So we can just get rid of guns. Can you imagine laying in your bed playing the game, somebody just stick a sword through the whole wall like Final Fantasy?
No. I would be furious. I would be furious, like, bruh.
I'm trying not to laugh. Self-rob sword just through your host.
Bruh. Jin Sakai. What you doing, bro?
Why did the name sound familiar?
Because you platinum the game.
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? I know that name.
You platinum the game twice.
I was thinking of Bleach. But yeah, man. But they say if you see something, say something to the police, but not to them. Don't get involved in domestic situations.
Are you talking about domestics or yeah, no. You don't want to get involved in nothing. Like, situations get you maxed out. They be like, oh man, you carry guns. Like, yeah, bro, I carry 3 guns.
Whoa.
Sometimes.
Gunman.
Now I only carry 1, criminal. Don't look for the other ones.
Give the other guns up or get a pussy. Pick your poison.
Yeah, I'm not gonna up the ante. All right. But yeah, nah, for real though. Like, a lot of times in those situations, like when people like, let's say somebody getting harassed at a gas station, for example, like, bruh, I'm strapped to the gills, my guy. But I'm not finna go over there and be like, hey guys,
cut this out.
Get off her.
Because on top of that, go back. Go ahead.
I mean, if they start trying to jump me, I'm shooting them all. Like, if it's 8 dudes, they all gone. And then I just, like, that's 8 people, bro, that could have been saved, you know what I'm saying, by just calling the police or whatever. Like, hey, bro, y'all need to leave that lady alone. She being harassed.
Or they could have been in jail. You know,
They could have been in jail. That's
But
what I'm
then
saying.
again, the police probably ain't gonna be safe. Ain't gonna be. They like, just get out here, guys, and they go on to
and
arrest
they,
another.
at
woman.
least she could like, at least she in the situation that I witnessed was.
Yeah, I be hating that, man. Like it could be a serial killer. The police be like, just get out of here, guy. He go murder 5 other people. Like, God damn, he was right there, man. Sometimes when niggas commit some creepy shit, bro, just go ahead, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
But that's why you can't rely on the police. Sorry, police. I'm not sorry though. I mean, that's just why you can't, bro. That's why I always tell people this whole idea of, man, call the police. It's stupid. It's not gonna work. One, they're gonna get there way too goddamn late, and then 2, when they do show up, they're not gonna do shit.
Bro, most of the crime docs I've had was like that. Oh, the police let them go, or they just didn't give a fuck.
Like some of the biggest situations in like that the 2A community always point to are situations like that. Like when anti-gun people, usually when they talk about like taking firearms from people, they don't think about the 18-year-old girl who just moved into her first apartment. Like y'all putting pistols to 21-year-olds because 1 to 3 19-year-olds shot up a school. Bro, if one 18-year-old shoot up a school per year, it still don't come close to how many 18-year-old girls get harassed in this country all the time, like per year. If that's what we doing, like it's not close. Like you know how many like as soon as like women get famous for being Instagram models, they get a certain amount of stalkers all the time, every fucking time. Every time they get like people coming up, you know, learning their address or whatever, and then they get worried about it and they scared to say something because then, I'm moving. They can't say I'm moving on their socials because then you just let the stalker know you was moving. Oh yeah, it's weird, bro. It's weird. So in them situations like that, they don't think about the women. It's like, I'm thinking about my kids, but you're not thinking about that woman that lived by herself that's got 2 kids. Like
Get somebody be like, get some pepper spray or something like that. That's about it.
pepper spray not stopping no dude from taking you.
See, look, this what. All jokes aside, pepper spray and get an iron skillet. Put those in your back pocket at all times. Go ahead.
That had when you say all jokes aside, you supposed to put all jokes to the side.
I did. What you talking about? Come on, man.
But yeah, like nah, for real though. Like
He said you gotta put all jokes to the side.
that means remove them from the, take them somewhere else. But like for real, cause like when you're a woman and you at the most 5'5", you know, a lot of women are even fucking smaller than that, and you got a dude. Hell, a man that's 5'5" gonna outpower you in most scenarios. So you shoot a dude. Let's say he bigger than that with a 380, and he keep coming at you. I mean, so what is pepper spray gonna do for you?
Pow! Boom! Combo, a daily combo.
He said, "Nigga, you said pepper spray, so you got."
Because you said you shoot him, he keep coming at you. Then what's the next step? You got to escalate from there. The pan gonna hurt. That's the escalation right there because he gonna drop.
Well, okay, go with whatever's around you. But ladies, always scratch the skin off that man.
So the fingernails, the skin
Yes.
keep bending your fingernails
Every
in case
time.
you die.
Always scratch the skin off that man.
Bite him too. Fuck it.
Yep, always. And that way, and go for the face, because he can't be like, "Yeah, officer." No, I've never. I don't know what you're talking about, officer. I've never been into an altercation with anybody.
Bite his fucking nose off.
Yeah.
You can't go to the hospital and be like, yeah, I had an accident. Yeah, you had an accident, all right.
What are these teeth marks, sir?
Yeah, he ain't gonna be no 2 nights because ain't gonna be shit there. She gonna bite that motherfucker off.
But yeah, I mean, and again, man, we didn't talk about this before, but if you're in a domestic violence situations, hey man, reach out to your people, man. Move the fuck around, because he not gonna get no better with you sticking around. It's not happening. Seen it a million.
They
times.
all lie.
Seen it 100 times. Seen it a million times. It's never gonna get any better. Like you could deal with a dude, he apologized 1,000 times. He's still gonna put his hands on you. Gotta remove yourself from that situation. It's the only way.
But they do say it's pretty hard to leave a domestic situation no matter how much you try.
And that's why you gotta do it.
Get the cops involved as much as you can.
That's why you gotta do it. And that's the thing. Like that's like, all right, man, you know, climbing this mountain climbing this volcano that I accidentally fell into is going to be extremely hard. Okay, do it. It's going to be like my fingers are going to do the shit.
Did you just compare a volcano to a domestic violence situation?
Yes, because either way you can die. If you stay in a situation, you ain't making it nothing but worse. Like, I understand, like, it's easier said than done. And it's easy for me sitting on a podcast, you know, talking about it. But just because it's hard don't mean you shouldn't try. Like, that's the thing. You still prolonging and making it more acceptable the longer you stick around.
Do you think that domestic violators can be saved?
And it take a lot. I think it would take a lot, especially because I mean, the biggest thing and the reason why you should get a woman, the police, a woman should get the police involved is because you want to put this man behind bars. You want to do something that's going to deter him from doing that shit in the future. Like, you could potentially save the next woman life, even if you do, you know, just comfortably and naturally remove yourself from the situation. Like, what you don't want to do is let him just stay out there, you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing to other women or whatever. But sticking around, the longer, it's statistically proven that the longer you stick around in a domestic violence situation, the higher the chance of being killed goes up. So it's literally, it's literally intuitive that you do everything in your power to remove yourself from that situation. Like, even if you gotta move, pick up, and not tell any of your friends, not tell anybody where you live, the whole time you living with your parents again. Even if you gotta ruin your credit by leaving an apartment and you got a 12-month lease and you only been living there for 3 months, like, sometimes you gotta sacrifice. You gotta make these, like, life-altering decisions. But staying in a domestic violence situation, there's no benefits behind it. You're not gonna change the dude. You're not gonna make him better. You're not gonna and don't do the whole, you know what I'm saying, anecdotal stuff. Oh, my cousin, she changed it. Bro,
I was just finna say that. Yeah, most people be knowing that motherfuckers be abusers and stuff like that and still get with them. Quick short story, man. It was a dude, crime doc. He killed his wife or girlfriend, whatever, and their kids. Went to jail. Pastor was like, "Oh, he's a good guy now. He changed." Got out, married the pastor's wife, killed her kids, and tried to kill her. All these people was black. There you go. Quick story. So
yeah, that was a quick story. I almost ain't follow it.
Just to go, man. Look, if they abusers, man, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them gaslight you. Just move on, man. It's okay to let some people just gotta die alone. That's just what it is. And those are the types that have to die alone. Everybody don't deserve somebody. You know what I mean? Like they be saying everybody deserves to be a mother. No. Every kid deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves kids. You feel me? So that's my little 2 cents. Anything else you want to add? Because I think you was going to say something else or maybe not.
Yeah, but yeah, I was actually looking up.
He's cheating.
No, because it's a specific situation.
Okay.
It's a specific situation.
While you find it, I'll give it.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I just want to find her name so I wouldn't, you know, like a lot of gun enthusiasts or whatever, Second Amendment advocates, you know, anybody in the gun world, like talk about how there was a woman named Carol Bowman from New Jersey and she died. She was murdered by her ex-boyfriend or whatever while she went and applied for a concealed carry permit to own a gun. And, you know, it's illegal to own a gun in New Jersey without having a permit. So she went and applied for one, and they put her on like a 2-week hold or a 3-week hold, or whatever the case is. Yeah, they put her on a hold to own a gun, not to carry it in public, but just to have it in the house for protection. And she told and she had a restraining order against the dude or whatever, and she told the police about it, like, you know, he needs to be arrested, he needs to be put behind bars and shit because he studied threatening me and trying to kill me or whatever. And so she applied to own a gun. Well, while she was waiting for her 2-week wait, and the police, you know, helped her with the, I guess, put in the application or whatever for the restraining order, he killed her. He tragically and brutally murdered her. And there was nothing she could do. She did everything she was supposed to do as far as trying to, you know, put up the proper
barriers
or whatever to help her protect herself, and he still managed to kill her. Now, in places like New Jersey or whatever, it's still like that. Like tragedy stuff like this happen all the time. So that's another thing. Like if when it come to buying guns, if you're on the fence, talk to somebody you know who knows about guns, or do the research yourself. The same way y'all do the research about hair care products and all of these other things, man, that y'all want to mess with. Like talk to somebody you know about owning a gun, and don't wait till.
I was just finna say that.
Don't wait till the person has made a threat. Don't wait till the person has, you know what I'm saying, started acting funny. Like do it before. Do it when everything is okay. Therefore, if you do have to wait 2 weeks in wherever you live at, then you wait those 2 weeks in peace with nobody trying to hurt you. And then therefore, if a situation do arise, your gun is already in your possession. Your gun you already own it. You already got your permit. You already have your concealed carry, depending on what state you live in. But you need to do the proper precautions to protect yourself before an event happens. Like a lot of us want to wait and put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. But the thing about preventative measures is you have to do that before they become a problem. That's what preventative means. You want to prevent something from being a problem. And so, yeah, I would implore y'all, man, own a gun, buy a gun. If you're not comfortable, learn. If you know what I'm saying, if you need help, hell, hit me up. I'll help you out. We can message, chat, email. I don't care, man. I'm just trying to help people. Like,
Yeah.
you know, hit him up, hit me up. If he don't want to talk to you about it, he'll hit me up and I'll talk to you about it, or he'll talk to you about it. It don't matter. Just do whatever it takes to like leave yourself in a better situation in a safer environment or whatever, man. I'm gonna be okay. This ain't my time. I'm too young.
I got
like,
you right here. True story. Just happened a few weeks ago. Somebody I know. Never been, I assume they never been into like a situation like that. Something like that happened. Called me crying, I need a gun, I need to know what to get, I need to blah, blah, blah. I'm finna kill him. First of all, the situation already happened. Get the police involved. Now, because if you get a gun now, you go back and try to do something, you gonna go to jail.
Retaliation.
So I'm like, just calm down. What you want me to calm down for? You sound like you on his side. No, I'm not on his side. I'm just trying to have you not go to jail. You already got kids and you got 4 kids, 5 kids, whatever it is. Why would you go to jail now and throw that away from them? So, and I say that to say, okay, so even if you calm down, you be like, okay, I want to get a gun, I need to learn about guns. If I tell you and then a month pass and you still haven't got a gun, you really don't care. You really ain't really trying to protect yourself. You were just mad in that moment and you live by yourself. So are you really trying to get protection for yourself or what? You live in a state where you got concealed carry. You don't need a permit. So like you saying, don't wait, you know what I'm saying, until something happened. But even in this situation, something never happened to you. Now it did. Go get the protection that you need so it never happens again. Like you said, you can't go retaliate though.
No, I mean, you just gotta be prepared, man. It's like being prepared for anything else. Like, I mean, you come up with your preparations or whatever, and that's a lot of the problems. None of us think we hear stuff all the time, but we don't think it can happen to us. So we always waited till it's too late to get ready. You know what I'm saying? But like all people say in the hood, you ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. And that's just the deal of it all.
And for those that don't understand that, be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah, man. Like, also, man, stop ignoring the red flags. Stop ignoring the history.
And yellow flags.
Them too. Stop ignoring the history, man. This dude got if it's a dude, he got a history of putting his hands on a woman and you done heard about it. Like he said a few minutes ago, don't be like, well, he wouldn't do that to me. He treat me different. Like, yeah, he probably most likely treated them different before he started putting his hands on them too.
That's how they get you. Manipulation.
And so, I mean, yeah, it's like you gotta be ready.
Anything else? I got a quick story for y'all. I should have added it last week or whatever, but that's why I got to. Okay, so what's the dumbest thing you did involving women when you was younger?
Simping.
Give me a specific case or story or something.
I mean, just any of them cases where, like, I should have ran every single time a woman said, "You seem too good to be true." I should have dipped.
All right.
Like, I know some of y'all. I know any women probably listening today. Y'all probably like, nah, they just mean you a good dude. Nah, fuck out of here. Like,
Nah, motherfucker.
Like, I've come to associate "you're too good to be true" to "I'm finna run."
You're a victim.
That's just my like, if I was single and I started dating a different woman or a new woman or whatever, and she hit me with the "you're too good to be true" from now, I'm probably gonna be like, all right, so do I need to run now, or what am I needing to do? Because I'm already knowing what's coming after that. Like I'm not buying you nothing. I'm not taking you on no more dates. I'm not doing any of that. Like I went from actually being myself to still being myself, but I went from getting, oh my God, you the sweetest dude, to not getting a response at all. So here I am sitting up like beating myself up like, dang, man.
Looking in the mirror with the tear joint going down his cheek.
Like, dang,
why
man.
am I not good enough?
What did I do? Whole time I did nothing.
I should have been better.
And let that same person would have like hit me back months later. I ain't gonna say probably. I did entertain them again. Like went back, did the re-return.
I'm happy that you're back here.
Like acted like nothing ever happened, and guess what they did? The same shit.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's probably the dumbest thing I ever did. I mean,
I'll say for me, remember phones used to have minutes.
Yeah.
So I had this Virgin mobile phone, and it's like these apps that used to be on the old Android phones you can download for new messages. Like for messaging, you have to use the default joint. So I used to use this one joint. You can schedule like text messages and stuff like that. So I used to like have all these different chicks I used to talk to, and then every morning it just at 6 o'clock on clockwork, they'd be like, you message me every time at the same time. Oh, I love that. Are you So I don't know what, I got a new phone. I don't know where I fucked up at, but I accidentally sent like 20 chicks a good morning, beautiful, or whatever it was, group text.
Oh God.
Hey, I just deleted the whole app. I ain't never talked to them again. I'm like, hey, fuck it. I gotta start over.
Damn.
I was like, no.
Yeah, I ain't got no story, nothing like that.
Hey, I was hurt, bro. I'm like, no, how did I do this? I never did this before.
I ain't never did this before, no.
What's that?
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, anything similar like that, I text that one girl, I ain't gonna say her name, but I text that one girl asking her
who was she?
Nah, not doing that. Too many people that listen to this know exactly who I'm talking. Nah, we not doing that.
What did it start with?
I text her, too easy. I text you, asking you, was you also talking to this girl? And I ended up sending it to her instead of you. And then she, you know what I'm saying, she was like,
dang, she washed her hands with you?
Yeah, for a bit.
Dang, what did it start with? I know this person?
Yeah, you was texting her. You was talking to her at the same time.
We talked to the same chick before? Same girl.
All right, guys, this has been the
same
Black
girl.
Visionary Podcast.
And we are the podcast that talk to the same girl. We are Eskimo Brothers. Come on, man. Step up. Eskimo Brothers. Do we have sex with her?
I don't know what you did.
Come on, Eskimo Brothers, man. Yeah. And that has been, again, episode 49. Almost at 50. We're going to come in here with I ain't laugh. This is not no joke, man.
Now, you remember that one time with She That Should Not Be Named when I was talking to her, she came out the room and I was like, yo.
What?
In the podcast.
No.
In the podcast.
Chill, damn, you the count.
Hey, whoa, chill, dang. Yeah. Oh my God. Whoa. Chill, man, you whoa. What they mean, anything, I'ma kill that. Try me, guarantee you get peeled back. Lunatic, but no Nelly, save me the dilemma. Bitch, cry me a river. Drop that wood like timber, yeah. Damn, take that dick. This rap shit made for this. Yeah, my plug on the Cali. Shit, I might just take that trip.